HOA ordered my mountain mansion removed over HOA fines. They didn't know I'm their governor. My name is Alexander Kane, and I've always believed that power is best wielded from the shadows, until the day those petty tyrants in the HOA forced my hand. It started innocently enough. I'd built my mountain mansion in the secluded peaks of Colorado, a sprawling retreat of glass and stone that blended seamlessly with the rugged landscape. It was my escape from the grind of governing a state riddled with bureaucracy. No one in the Whispering Pines community knew who I really was. To them, I was just Alex, the reclusive newcomer who'd snapped up the prime lot on Eagles Ridge. I kept my identity under wraps, using a trust to handle the purchase, craving anonymity after years in the public eye. But the HOA board, led by the insufferable Victor Hargrove, had other ideas. Victor was a retired banker with a Napoleon complex, strutting around like he owned the mountains. His wife, Marlene, was a secretary, a sharp-tongued gossip who enforced rules with the zeal of an inquisitor. They hit me with fines from day one. $500 for unauthorized landscaping because my wildflower garden didn't match their cookie-cutter aesthetic. Then $1,000 for my solar panels, which they deemed an eyesore. I paid them quietly at first, not wanting to blow my cover. But when they slapped me with a $10,000 lien for structural noncompliance, claiming my mansion's cantilever deck violated some obscure bylaw, I drew the line. I ignored the notices, focusing on state affairs. That's when they escalated. One crisp autumn morning, I woke to the roar of bulldozers rumbling up the private road. Victor stood at my gate, flanked by sheriff's deputies and a demolition crew, waving a court order like a victory flag. "Mr. Kane," he sneered through the intercom, "your property is in violation. Pay the fines or watch it come down." The fines had ballooned to $50,000 with interest and legal fees. They didn't know the deputies were state employees, or that the judge who'd signed the order was up for reappointment by me. Rage simmered in my veins as I watched from my study window. This wasn't just about money. It was a power play, Victor's way of asserting dominance over the outsider. I could have revealed myself then, but where's the fun in that? Revenge, I decided, would be a symphony, not a shout. First, I dug into their records. As governor, I had access to state databases. Whispering Pines HOA was a nonprofit, but Victor had been skimming funds, diverting dues for personal vacations, labeled as community outreach. Marlene had falsified meeting minutes to push through rules benefiting their cronies. I anonymously tipped off the Attorney General's office, my own appointee, and watched the investigation unfold. The climax came at the annual HOA meeting in the community hall. Victor was mid-rant about delinquent owners, like me when state auditors burst in, badges flashing. "Mr. Hargrove, you're under arrest for embezzlement and fraud." The room erupted in chaos. Marlene shrieked as handcuffs clicked around her wrists. Whispers turned to gas as evidence projected on the screen. Bank statements, forged documents, all tying back to their greed. I stepped forward from the back row, shedding my baseball cap. "Ladies and gentlemen," I said, my voice steady, "I'm Governor Alexander Kane, and this mansion you're so eager to tear down, it's staying." Shock rippled through the crowd. Victor's face drained of color, realizing he'd targeted the one man who could dismantle his little empire. In the weeks that followed, I dissolved the HOA under new state legislation I fast-tracked, turning Whispering Pines into a freehold community. Victor and Marlene faced prison time, their assets seized to repay victims, including me. My mansion stands taller now, a beacon of sweet retribution. Power from the shadows? Sometimes it's better in the light.